A couple of months ago, a very good friend of mine got diagnosed with cancer. And the first thing that he did was he changed his lifestyle. He changed the foods that he was eating. He changed the thoughts that he was thinking. He changed all of it. He took control. He realized that there's more to it than just getting cancer, and that he had the power, he had the control. And just yesterday, he was declared cancer free. And the doctor said, "We don't know what happened. We don't know how this happened. But we know how it happened." Yes, we do know how it happened. Because I want to just talk about medicine for a minute. Western medicine is a system, it's allopathic. So it's basically a system where the doctors and the nurses and pharmacists and therapists treat symptoms and diseases using drugs, radiation, surgery, all of that kind of stuff. So that's allopathic. Like, here's the symptom, let's treat this symptom with some drugs. And then Eastern medicine refers to non-conventional treatments that focus on the person, like at the person as a whole, rather than the symptoms. And that covers like methods like herbs, so that's food, acupuncture, which is energy, meridians, chakras, tai chi, qigong, also energy, movement of energy, massage, all of that. And then there's something called functional medicine, which is a systems biologically based approach that focuses on identifying and addressing the root cause of disease. So it's more along the lines of traditional Chinese medicine. Each system or different diagnosis may be one of many contributing to the individual's illness. So they're saying it might not just be like one thing. For example, depression can be caused by many different factors, including inflammation. Likewise, a cause such as inflammation may lead to a number of different diagnoses, including depression. And the precise manifestation of each cause depends on the individual's genes, environment, lifestyle, and only treatments that address the right cause will have a lasting benefit beyond the symptom suppression. So basically, functional medicine works like traditional Chinese medicine in the sense of they're both working on like what system isn't working. That's how it works. Like the system of the digestive system or the hormonal system or the respiratory system, which organs aren't working. And then we work on fixing those organs with food, with energy, with sound, with herbs, all of those fun things. So there's the difference in medical systems. And the reason I want to bring this up is because as a holistic nutritionist and an energy healer, my philosophy is your body is designed to heal itself. That's how it's created. That's how nature created it. Because when you look at nature, we are nature, and so we follow what nature does. And so if a branch of a tree gets broken off, the branch will grow back. It heals itself. It straightens itself out. Even look at when COVID happened and people stayed inside. Look how quickly nature bounced back when we weren't interfering. Like that's what nature is designed to do. Figure out how to balance itself out and then just keep going. That's what it does. And so our bodies are the same. And that's my philosophy, which is if you have something going on, if you have an illness going on, it's not necessarily the illness that you want to treat. That's a symptom of something. That's your body saying, hey, look at me. Something's off. I have to get your attention. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. And so now you know that something's gone wrong, but you don't know how to fix it. So if you can get your system back in alignment, the body will heal itself. It's designed to do that. It has like the macrophage and the killer cells that are all your immune system is designed to find these things, these cells, these illnesses, these bacterias, and then just take care of them. But when that doesn't happen, it's because a part of your system is out of whack. Maybe it's your immune system. Maybe you have a low immune system. So what we want to do is we want to boost your immune system. That's what we want to do. And when your immune system is running at prime at 100%, it can heal itself. It can fix itself. That's how the body is designed. And so that's what I look at when people come to me with these types of things. And what can you do to heal your body? You want to get your body back to homeostasis. That's your whole mission. And how do you do that? How do you get your body back to homeostasis? Because you're like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't need to be a doctor. You want to start with eating whole, clean foods, because the basis of our health and our body comes down to our cells. Our cells are everything. Our cells do all the work. Our cells are what heals our body. So we want to make sure that our cells are getting all the nutrients that they need so that all the systems can fire 100%. So the number one thing you can do is eat whole, clean foods. And that can be challenging because our food system today is toxic. Our food system today, the food industry designs the food based on you being addicted to it and eating more. Because when you eat more, you buy more of their food and they make more money. That's all they're concerned about. So we want to keep that in mind when we're looking at the food that we're buying. So anything that's in a package is going to have all these additives, all these chemicals. In North America, we have a ton of food that's banned in other countries because they're carcinogens, they're toxic, they're horrible for your body. It should be illegal to sell them in the grocery store. But for some reason, in North America, we make it okay. Why? Dollar bills. Look at that thumb keeps coming up. Look at that. That's so funny. So yeah, you can do a celebration. Oh, sorry, if you're on the podcast, you can't see this, but when you do the, certain things here, you can, hearts come up and thumbs up. Look, I'm distracted by something shiny. Okay. But what I do want to talk about is not going for convenience, because that's what the food industry is selling. They're selling convenience. Okay, I just want to buy something and eat it. But we're going for health. So what I'm saying is buy food and look at the label. And if you don't know everything that's in the label, this is the easiest way to do it. Like, you don't have to be a holistic nutritionist to know this. Just look at the label. And if it has anything other than what you know, then don't buy it. Those are just chemicals. And the best is buy stuff that doesn't even have a food label. So there goes my thumbs up again. That doesn't have a food label. And those are whole, clean foods. They don't need a food label. And if you can, there's something called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So the Dirty Dozen are the top dozen foods that would be best to buy organic because they absorb the pesticides. And those are usually stuff like apples and strawberries, things that where you eat the skin or they don't have a thick skin that you peel. So the Clean 15 are the ones that are pretty good. They don't absorb a lot of pesticides. So those are things like bananas. And then the Dirty Dozen are the ones that where you eat the skin and they absorb the most pesticides. So if you had to buy organic food and you couldn't buy all organic food, make your Dirty Dozen, make that organic. And then the Clean 15, if you can't buy that organic, that's not as dangerous for you. And then you want to treat the specific system that is out of balance. So first of all, you want to eat whole, clean foods. And then you want to nail it down to what system is out of balance. Which system is out of balance? That's critical. So we're just focusing on how do we balance that system out? How do you think you do that? You do that through food. Because if your body is out of homeostasis, there's two things happening. One, toxicity, too much of something, or deficiency, not enough of something. And that just means that if you have too much of this or not enough of that, your body is out of homeostasis. So we just got to figure out which one it is. And that will be stop eating this food or start eating this food. You need less of this in your system and you need more of this in your system. And then you allow the body to do the healing. You also heal through your thoughts. Think about this. Your thoughts create your results. How do your thoughts create your results? You have a thought, and then the thought creates a feeling in your body, a physical feeling. Why does that happen? Because when you think something, now all of a sudden, your brain is releasing hormones and doing all of these actions that are creating a change in your physical body. Isn't that amazing? Like if you are stressed out, you're anxious, your body is releasing cortisol. That's a hormone. How did that happen? Not from nothing external, a thought. Remember, everything is neutral, but you have a thought about these things, and guess what? Your body reacts to that thought. So I'll use the classic being chased by I'll say a bear, because I live in Vancouver, Canada, and we have bears here. So if you're being chased by a bear, your body goes into fight flight. But if you have a thought about being stressed, your body thinks it's being chased by a bear. It's the same thing. Your body doesn't know the difference. It's just like full on survival mode, fight or flight. So you release the same amount of stress hormones, whether you're worried about a test that you have to take, or if you're actually being chased by a bear. That's how powerful your thoughts are. So if you are thinking negative things, you're releasing negative hormones, negative chemicals, negative reactions in your body. And then that will affect your body. But it works the same the other way as well. You can create the positive energy, the positive feelings. The thoughts that you're thinking make a huge difference in the physiology of your body. This is called epigenetics, where it's not just your DNA, what you're born with. That's how your body is. No, you're born with your DNA, but your environment can turn these certain genes on and off. Epigenetics is like, yeah, you can change these things by the thoughts you think, the energy, the feeling. The energy too, like we are energetic beings. So this is another way, energy. And this is based on your thoughts. But everything has a vibration. Everything is energy. And so when you're thinking positive thoughts, you're vibrating at that higher energy level, and you're going to attract more of that to you. And when you're thinking negative, horrible thoughts, you're going to attract that to you, for sure, 100%. So not only is it the thoughts you are thinking, but it's the level that you're vibrating at. If you believe, if you have faith, if you have gratitude, those are super high levels. And what do you think that does to the inside of your body as opposed to fear and anger? That's super low vibration. And that's what you're going to call in, all of those energies. So you can heal through your thoughts. You can heal through grounding and connecting to nature. When I was recently on my trip, I spent every day, when I was in Central America, every day walking in my bare feet on the sand on the beach. And I went into the ocean at least once a day. Why? Because those have healing properties. The energy of the ocean is insane. The energy of having because we're energetic beings and the earth is energy, this is Pachamama. This is our home. And when we put shoes on, we're disconnected from that. And think about how often in a day you walk around in your bare feet, on grass, on dirt, on sand, in the forest. It doesn't happen. So we're disconnected from that. So we want to connect back into that. As a matter of fact, I have a grounding mat, and anytime I'm on my computer, my feet are on my grounding mat. And I'm connecting to nature any chance I get, anytime I'm outside. In my backyard, I have a patch of grass just for putting my feet on, grounding, connecting to Pachamama. I'll walk around in my bare feet in my grass. It's amazing. That's how you heal your body. Trying to get to that energetic, same vibration as Pachamama, as Mother Earth. You can heal through sound. Sound is one of the best ways to heal because it's a vibration. Sound is a vibration, and there's healing vibrations. So a lot of healers use the tuning fork, ding, and then depending on what you're working on, you use a specific tuning fork for it. It's crazy amazing. And this is all available to you. But this isn't that's not the Western medicine philosophy. So you got to be open to other possibilities. That's my invitation, is to be like, what if what she's saying is true? How could this be possible for me? And remember, like the power of thought alone, not only when you're trying to heal your body, which is what we're talking about, but when you're just trying to create something. If you think that you've already done it, your body vibrates at the level of you already doing it. It's called assume the state of the wish fulfilled. When you look at all the great manifestors, the people that are super successful, they all say you've got to become the person that has what you're trying to get before you even have it. So you're vibrating at that level. Just thinking about you already having that. That's the amazing part of it. And the same thing goes for menopause. You don't want to, so when we get into menopause, which takes 10 years, by the way, my friends, 10 years from start to finish, it never really finishes because then you're in menopause for the rest of your life. But the same goes for menopause. You don't want to stop it because it's a part of nature. Your body was designed for a reason to go through menopause. You're transitioning from childbearing, life-giving, to wisdom, giving back to the community, love, support. The second spring, that's what they call it in the Chinese culture, the second spring. And so you don't want to stop it, but what you do want to do is you want to support it so that it can happen quicker. Because a lot of what Western medicine does is it fights against it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is happening to you. We need it to not happen. But if our body is nature and in its brilliance, this is what it's supposed to do, we want to support it. We want to make it happen as naturally, as smoothly, as quickly as possible. And in different cultures, menopause means different things. And I think it's only in the North American culture where it's like, this is horrible. There's something like it's a bad thing and something's wrong with us. And women suffer through it. Suffer through it. And a lot of women's doctors are like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're crazy. You're totally fine. But it's going to happen. And you can help it along by the foods you eat, by the thoughts you think, by the actions you take. All of that, you can make it happen quicker, easier. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be a midlife crisis. It's just like, think about it like childbirth. Our bodies are designed to do it. If we never went into a hospital, our body would naturally give birth because it's designed to do that. We wouldn't have to do anything. Our body would naturally push that baby out. Our body does all those contractions on its own because it's designed to do that. That's the power of nature. So now if we're thinking like, how can I support my body through this? Through menopause, how do you think you do it? It's the same way that you heal your body. Through nutrition, through your thoughts, through sounds, through connecting to earth energy, sound, vibration. All of that will help you get through menopause like the queen that you are. And it won't be a thing. It won't slow you down. It won't take any time away from what you're doing. It'll support you through it. That's why I get so excited when I think about this. People don't know if you're experiencing symptoms of menopause or anything. You can help that. You can speed it up. You can make it less through your nutrition. That's the number one way. And then all the other things that I listed. It's the same philosophy because that's part of nature. We don't want to stop menopause. Our body is designed by nature to go through this process. 100%. So don't fight it. Become like a partner. Become like an ally. How do I help it? How do I support this? How do I make this easier? Let me leave you with this thought. No matter what you're going through health-wise, if you were to just listen to your body and follow its cues, what would that be like? Because like I said before, when something comes up, it's your body getting your attention. Because if it didn't get your attention, if there wasn't pain or something off, you wouldn't know. So this is your body's brilliance. Inside, we can't see inside. How do we know something's wrong? Oh, there's a pain or there's a bump or something. Okay, now we know. It's got our attention. And we trust this. Listen to your body. It's genius. Follow its cues. What would that look like? It's the same with hunger. We're following our body's cues, but we've gotten off track because we're addicted to all the sugars and the salts. So we've lost track of even hearing what our hunger cues are. But if we only listen to our hunger cues, like the animals in the wild, you never see an overweight animal in the wild because they listen to their hunger cues. That's your body going, hey, you need food. Hey, you've had enough food. Your body tells you that. And if you were to 100% trust your body and support it back to homeostasis, back to neutral, what would that look like for you? And the first and easiest step is food. Let food be thy medicine. And the next easiest step are your thoughts. If you want help with this, please reach out to me because I can help you. This is my zone of genius. Now go make some magic happen. Thank you for listening. Always, always, always love yourself first and have an amazing day.